Imagine looking at a photo of yourself in a hot air balloon as a child. You clearly remember the wind, the heights, the excitement. But there is a catch. You never actually went. In a landmark memory study, researchers photoshopped participants into fake childhood adventures. Astonishingly, 50% of them fully remembered the entire fabricated event. They described the sights and sounds in vivid detail. Surely your memory of yesterday is safe, right? Think again. Your brain is not a hard drive recording a video file. It is a messy, active storyteller constantly editing the script. Every time you recall a past event, your brain unpacks the memory, edits it, and packages it back up. The mere act of remembering yesterday actually changes the physical neural pathway forever. We trust our brains because the reconstructed memories feel absolutely seamless. You would swear under oath that you wore the blue shirt yesterday. Yet, objective data frequently proves our brains wrong. If our minds rewrite yesterday so easily, how does this mental editing trick actually happen? It all comes down to a bizarre three-part glitch that rebuilds your past like plastic building blocks. Think of your brain as a dusty warehouse, not a digital hard drive. When you try to recall yesterday's lunch, there is no video file to play. Your brain must build it from scratch. Neuroscientists call this reconstructive memory. Think of it as a three-part Lego set scattered across different brain regions. To remember, you have to snap these isolated pieces back together. Piece 1 is the raw data stored in your sensory cortex. The smell of rain, the hum of the cafe, the exact shade of blue on a coworker's shirt. It's pure, unorganized noise. Next, your amygdala attaches the emotional glue. Were you stressed, excited, or bored? This emotional tint determines which parts of the memory get highlighted and which ones get thrown away entirely. Finally, your prefrontal cortex inserts assumptions to fill the gaps. Did you actually see your keys on the counter, or did your brain just autocomplete the scene based on habit? Your hippocampus acts as the master builder, pulling these three pieces together in milliseconds. But here is the glitch. The glue it uses isn't permanent, it's wet clay that never fully dries. If you are anxious right now, you will coat yesterday's memory in stress hormones. You will literally rebuild a neutral conversation into a hostile confrontation, believing it is the absolute truth. Pioneer psychologist Elizabeth Loftus proved this. By changing a single word in a question asking if cars smashed instead of hit, she forced participants to remember broken glass that never existed. This is called reconsolidation. Every time you recall an event, you save over the original file with your new, modified version. Your oldest memories are actually your most edited lies. Why would evolution design such a flawed, glitchy system? The answer lies in a 200,000-year-old survival cheat that chose survival over truth. And it still controls your decisions today. Why did evolution leave us with such a leaky memory system? To find out, you have to travel back 200,000 years to the African savanna. Survival back then had very different rules. Your ancestors didn't stay alive by cataloging every single detail of their environment. If a Pleistocene hunter tried to memorize the exact shape of every leaf, they didn't last very long. Imagine you hear a sudden rustle in a berry bush. Is it a harmless breeze, or is a hungry predator waiting to strike? You only have a fraction of a second to decide. If you pause to analyze the leaf movement pattern, you become lunch. The brain bypasses the truth, instantly creating a terrifying story: predator. Run now. Accuracy takes a back seat to survival. Psychologists call this fuzzy trace theory. Developed by researchers Valerie Reyna and Charles Brainerd, it explains that we store two types of memories: precise verbatim details and the simple, emotional gist. The verbatim details fade within hours, but the gist remains. Your brain preserves the survival lesson while discarding the actual facts. It prefers a useful, dramatic lie to a complicated, useless truth. Running this storytelling shortcut also saves massive amounts of biological energy. Your brain consumes 20% of your body's glucose, so compressing complex realities into simple narratives keeps you from starving. But what happens when we bring this ancient survival software into the modern world? We no longer fight predators, yet our brains still prioritize a clean, dramatic narrative over messy, historical facts. You see this play out in everyday arguments. You aren't remembering the actual words spoken last week, you are reconstructing a story where you were right and the other person was wrong. This survival cheat makes you confidently wrong about your own life every single day. Want to see how it actively tricks you right now? Let's look at 3 ways your brain gaslights you. Think of your brain as a creative editor, not a video camera. It actively gaslights you every single day. Let's look at 3 ways it rewrites your personal history. First is hindsight bias. When a friend asks who will win the big game, you guess. But once the match ends, you confidently claim you knew the winner all along. In 1975, researcher Baruch Fishoff proved we do this constantly. After major political events, participants retroactively doubled their original confidence levels, completely forgetting their own past doubts. Second is the misinformation effect. Did you know someone else can edit your memories? All it takes is a single, suggestive word to completely alter your recollection of yesterday. Psychologist Elizabeth Loftus proved this by showing people a car accident. When she asked how fast the car smashed versus hit, participants suddenly remembered non-existent broken glass. You experience this during arguments. A partner suggests you yelled, and your brain adjusts the memory, making you recall a louder voice that you never actually used. Third is confabulation. When your memory has a blank space, your brain hates the silence. Instead of admitting it doesn't know, it instantly fabricates details to fill the gap. In classic split brain studies, patients performed actions for reasons they couldn't know. Yet, they immediately invented logical explanations, fully believing their own fabricated lies without hesitation. You do this when you walk into a room and forget why. Your brain quickly invents a reason, like searching for keys, to hide its own glitch from you. If your brain is constantly lying, how do you find the truth? Fortunately, there is a simple 1-second reality check you can use to outsmart your own mind. So, how do you fight a system designed to rewrite its own history? You don't try to remember harder. Instead, you deploy the 1-second rule the moment an important detail happens. The rule is simple. When a critical detail occurs, a name, a promise, or a deadline, you write it down immediately. Do not wait for your brain's internal editor to start its work. A 2021 study showed that physical writing on paper activates the brain's memory retrieval network far better than typing. You are literally anchoring the truth before your mind can hijack it. If you wait just 60 seconds, the neurochemical editing process begins. Your current mood starts recoloring the facts. By tomorrow, that memory isn't a recording anymore, it is a highly biased translation. Why does the brain do this? Psychologists call it cognitive consistency. Your mind constantly alters your past memories to align perfectly with the person you believe you are in this present moment. This leaves us with a chilling realization. If your brain is constantly rewriting your past to match who you are today, how much of your own history is actually real? We ruin relationships and drag each other to court over who said what, blindly trusting a biological storyteller that edits the script every single day. The truth is, your identity isn't a museum of facts, it's a collection of constantly updated myths. So the next time you find yourself arguing about what happened yesterday, ask yourself, are you defending the truth, or just your brain's latest draft?